There's a simple reality of single-digit handicap golf that I think gets lost in the fray. It's not that good. Single-digit handicap golfers don't hit every drive down the middle.
Get away with it.
And often they make more bogeys than pars. One thing they tend to do, though, is think through every shot.
It's like there's room behind it, yeah?
Not exactly.
Oh, good to know.
Knowing where to miss is one of the biggest keys to limiting big scores. Here, my playing partner lets me know that the best miss is short. And that's where I left this approach. And now, I'll think through this putt, too.
This is uphill all the way, moving right.
I've gauged the slope, and now it's time to commit to a line.
About a foot left of the pin.
But I mentioned that single-digit handicap golf isn't that good. It often includes executing poorly on a good plan.
I was aiming about 5 feet right of your ball, so I'd say that's on me.
Putting is typically where I gain strokes, but it's not going to be dialed in every day, which you'll see throughout the round today. But another reality of golf is that when one thing comes, another thing tends to go. A maxim I try to accept. And fortunately, my flat stick woes today were alleviated by some good drives. And after a good one here, we'll go right back to course management mode, where once again, there's a big discrepancy between planning and execution.
So the ideal shot is 200? Well, that's a good miss. Okay, putting the knot in not a scratch golfer.
Taking the shorter club on the last shot took some of the trouble out of play. And even with a big miss, I have a wedge in. Now I'll go to work watching this putt.
Tracking the whole way. Oh! Boy, you put quite a bit of pace on that.
I'm licking my chops over this birdie putt now, but it's a third straight pull.
Everything's a pull these days.
And I'll settle for par. On to a bit of a sketchy drive.
That was supposed to be a high cut.
But it is in play.
We're gonna play aggressively at conservative targets. So we have 157 flag, and the pin's like tucked front left. So I'm just thinking middle of the green here.
And because we picked a conservative target, we're able to get away with a bit of a push here. It finds its way onto the green, where I have a look at birdie. And this is the first putt I've rolled today that I'm happy with. I'll settle for par, and that's a good omen heading into the next hole.
Boy, you guys are all firing right at it. I want to miss right.
This is another well-selected target. I'll let you see the result and some self-effacing commentary about my lack of distance.
Oh yeah. Go in, baby. Tony hit a gap wedge, I hit a 7-iron, so that's humbling.
Oh, pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge. Okay. Just put the ball in the hole.
But the ball doesn't care how it got there. Onto the tee of a long, narrow par 5. I hit a good one, and now it's time to go to work.
So is this just like bash it as far as I can up there? Yeah, left is dead, I remember that. I'm trying to hit it 190 up the right.
And this is a classic parkland golf shot. Too far right and I'm into the trees, but too far left and I'm boxed out from being able to reach this green.
Get a little more left. I think that's okay, yeah? Gonna aim right at the bunker. Bunker out of play. Oh. Get up there.
Again, our execution won't always be there. But plotting my way through this hole, I never brought doubles or triples into play. In fact, after this chip, I'll have a look at par. But it's another pull and a bogey.
Off the planet left.
And a long uphill par 3 is also often a bogey hole for me. I do miss pin high, and this effort from off the green with the hybrid isn't too bad. And once again, a look at par, but not quite.
Everything missing left.
And out of nowhere, it's our first big driver miss.
Oh, that's trouble, eh? Okay, 184 in. Have to take my medicine and just 9-iron out. I need to make sure I hit it well.
And we all know the feeling of mistakes compounding on the golf course. That's a fat one, and so is this.
It's so bad in here.
But I did reset myself before hitting this long uphill chip. It's rolling right at the hole, and it is a good one.
Thanks, that worked. Once a day.
And I escaped this hole with just a bogey.
Nice.
I want to pause to say that I sincerely appreciate all the support you've given me to help grow the channel. And I'd really appreciate you taking the next minute to heart. We all need a functional swing in order to put consistent contact on the ball. And while I personally forgo swing advice on the channel, lowering scores does require a technical foundation. That's why I paired up with SwingTweaks, who offer individualized professional instruction without the hassle or cost of in-person lessons. I don't recommend anything on the channel that I don't believe in, and I'm so thrilled to see how many of you have already signed up for SwingTweaks. Hundreds of you. And now, I'm asking for your feedback. Tweakers, please let me know in the comments below how your instruction with SwingTweaks is going so far. And for those of you who haven't signed up yet, get on board before the summer season is over. Sign up with the code OADAM for 20% off your first tweak. I want you to improve, and I'm not the guy to help with your swing, but SwingTweaks can help. So sign up while the summer season is in full force. On to the back nine, where I start with my best strike of the day. But I mentioned that parkland golf can be penal.
I hit this one really well, but it clipped a tree. I have 175 in. That was good.
Yeah. The back nine will have its share of bad shots too.
Really pulley.
But a key to single-digit handicap golf is limiting mistakes to bogeys and not worse. We won't be able to do it every time, but we will be able to do it often. Like here on 10, where I get away with just a bogey. I'm hitting a long iron on this par 3.
Chunky. It's gotta go.
And it does come up short of this green. But another thing I frequently talk about is having a stock shot around the greens that you're comfortable with. For me, It's a bump and run with a gap wedge. I execute it well here, and for the first time today, I managed to get up and down.
Well, that's one way to put it in play. Yeah, I'm gonna play smart golf. A little 7-iron wedge is the game plan.
I'm back to playing aggressively at conservative targets. I'm never getting there from 265, and with OB left and more trees right, I'll choose consecutive shots that I know I can keep in front of me.
Yeah, that should be good. I haven't really rolled a single good putt yet. 2 cups. That was so bad. Holy.
It's rare for my putter to be this cold, but I'll walk away from this hole with a par. There's more OB up the left on this hole, and this drive is certainly flirting with it.
Stayed in. 235.
And this is the rare instance when I am just grabbing my longest club and bashing it up there. I aim it out to the right, and I'm left with just a pitch into this green.
It's not the way I wanted to hit that, but it's going to work.
And like I said, we're limiting damage to bogeys. And here, we have a shot at salvaging par, but not quite, and we'll take a bogey. It's another rare instance for me. Just a short iron in hand on this par 3.
Does have to go. I didn't hit it well.
But it doesn't get there, and now I'll look to my playing partner for inspiration.
So good.
And my technique might not be as smooth as his, but this one's pretty good, and I'll have just a short look at par now.
Right edge, I think.
Not a hard putt.
Pulled it the whole way. Pull, 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 pull,
But
pull.
the putter woes continue, and it's back-to-back bogeys. That's a candidate for my best drive of the day, and I'd love to take advantage of it here and try to get off the bogey train.
Oh my god.
But that's the reality of single-digit handicap golf.
That's a quacker.
That's a quack. Major quack.
We'll go right back to scramble mode, where I managed to hit a pretty good flop shot here.
How many of these have I made today? I think 0.
But that's not a good swing thought at all. And it leads me to manifesting a bogey that definitely didn't have to happen.
Oh, Adam. It's right in the bunker. It was like 4 grooves low.
But let's see if we can harness a better mindset trying to get up and down on this par 3.
If I can make 1 putt today, maybe.
That's the hope, and we get it. For my money, this is the hardest par 4 I've ever played. It's 440 and uphill, and even after a good drive, I'm left with a long way home.
It was kind of bottom groove. I'll take that. Stay there. I knew that was going to happen. So frustrating. I was like right on the collar there, and I should have like respected it more, and I had this fear in my head I was going to do that, and then I did it.
And I wanted to show you that human moment. I'm not an image of stoicism on the golf course. I'm not proud of it, but sometimes I get angry out there, and I did on this hole. It's a frustrating bogey, and on to 18. And 18 will feature more realities of single-digit handicap golf.
Okay, so it's 225 flag, but like 200 to the front right. I gotta play for the front right. A little white umbrella.
Despite the best of plans, our execution isn't always there, and not every shot is pretty, like this would-be approach on 18.
I'm left of the green.
One more bunker shot here,
Bite.
and it's not very good. And now one more effort at getting up and down. And it's not great either. And that putter just hasn't been our friend today. But that's the reality of single-digit handicap golf. Like I said, it's not that good.
Nice playing with you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Tony, gotta use some money. Yeah.